In the past 12 or 13 months, I've been completely consumed with AI. I've tried hundreds of different apps. I've used them in my video production company. I use ChatGPT almost every day now. It's helped me with sales copy, automation. I've used different tools like Midjourney and 11 Labs with client work, Descript. And I've even started a couple of AI companies, and I've been teaching it now for a little bit over 8 months. So for any filmmaker, videographer, content creator, or if you're like me and run a video production company, I have 5 ideas that I think you could either combine with your video work or start a brand new company that is AI based and also video based. And I think these could be really lucrative businesses. 2 of them I've already been working on. I'm going to show you my progress, but I'm going to share these ideas with you. I think is a big open sea here, and we could have the same exact idea and try the same exact business. Okay, the first one on the list is called International Content Strategy. And there is now a way with a couple of different AI tools that this is very possible and very cheap. So if you're like me and you create corporate, commercial, any type of training content for companies, video content, there are a bunch of AI tools that could now help you make that international. Because typically we create this content and the person in the video, like let's say it's a training video or a corporate video, they're speaking in a specific language. Most of the time, if you're in the US like me, it's in English. But now you could translate all that content in literally matter of minutes using a couple of different AI tools. And I want to show you those here. And by doing this, you could basically now offer your clients global reach. Now, I just used 2 different tools to do this. This one is called Descript. You may have used this before, but you literally dropped a video like this. And this video, this is just one of my videos, but just imagine if you have the whole library of content from a company that you've been creating videos for. You dropped a video, in a second, you get the entire transcript. It is very accurate. I would say 98% accurate. And you could fully go in here and make any edits to it, and it plays along with the video. You press publish. You go to export, and it gives you the transcript, and it gives you a Word doc if you want, and it gives you the subtitle file if you want, okay? So let me show you. I'll download that Word doc. Then the second tool I use, this actually blew my mind the first time I used it. This has helped me create so many different subtitles, so many different Word docs for different clients in different languages. Let's say I want to take this. I'm going to copy and paste that whole script here, and look what happens. I didn't press anything. I just copy and paste it into this box. I do have a paid plan for this, but they do have a free plan that's a little bit limited in how much text it gives you. And just like this, I have the Portuguese version here. Okay. Now, if I click here, let's say I want Italian. I'm going to click it and look at this is in real time. I got the Italian version. If I want a different one, click. Let's do Greek. Okay. Give it a second and you got Greek. You get the idea. And all I have to do is on the bottom, I could just go ahead and copy this whole text. They have a little right here, this little copy link, open a new doc, and I have that doc. It could be done with subtitle files. I do this with the .vtt file. So then the client could caption their videos in 10 different languages. I usually work with bigger Fortune 500 clients, and they need this. They've been using other services. Now I'm providing this to them. Idea number 2 is creating a company docs AI assistant. Basically, you could turn all the videos that a company has into transcripts, and now you could train AI chatbots that anyone in their company could have a conversation with that has that entire knowledge base. So in the past, I've created entire training videos for a whole onboarding process for a big company, right? They could then give me those videos. Well, we have those videos. We created them. We could then run it through Descript, get the transcription. And let me show you here. For example, this is ChatGPT, and they have something called custom GPTs. Okay, so this requires a paid version of ChatGPT. But if you go to Explore GPTs, you could build these things called custom GPTs. And under their Configure tab, you could literally press Upload Files and upload those transcripts and train a GPT that a company could have access to with all this data, right? This is not quite private, but they do have private options for the exact same thing. Zapier is a company that has an AI chatbot builder. There's another thing called Microsoft OpenAI service. through Microsoft Azure. That's like a very private version of this. It literally took me maybe like 2 hours to figure out how to build these AI chatbots. That, again, could be an entire business, but it could just be another offering you have through your video service, right? You were making videos, but now imagine giving someone a custom chatbot that they could use at the company level, and any employee at that company, any vendor at that company could chat with that, and it knows everything in any video you've ever made for them or they've ever made. Their entire library could be turned into a digital version here. And there's a ton of different ways to do this, and it doesn't take much time at all. Again, great value add if you have a video business, or again, if you just want to do a side hustle, I think this is one to go after. Idea number 3 is creating a library of content for companies about implementing AI, okay? Regardless of how you feel about it, companies are going to have to incorporate AI in some way into their business. It's not really going to go away at this point. So if you make training videos, I make training videos for lots of companies. I have for a very long time. Over 10 years, I've been making training. Longer, probably 15 years, I've made training videos. And basically what I could do is I could create either videos for them, or I could basically pitch this as an idea, and then I could create an entire library of video products teaching companies in a very specific industry how to use AI more effectively. This is one of the businesses that I mentioned I started already. I'm going a little bit more broad. Let me show you what I've done here. This is the company that I launched. It's called skillleap.ai. The domain name is .ai. And basically what I did is, I've been educating people all the time anyway. But what I did is, anytime we're not doing production, I've actually tried to automate a lot of our video production company, or kind of be hands-off. Brittany, our producer, has really taken over a lot of the day-to-day there. But what I've done is I created an entire library. I hired an entire team. I think there's six or seven of us right now. And we started building out an entire library of AI content, because I noticed some people were making AI courses, selling them for like $2,000. So what we did was we made it a subscription plan, so you could just get all our courses and all the new courses that all these creators, including myself, are making for just $25 a month. And it also has a free trial, because I thought that way nobody, pays me if they don't feel like it's a good fit. I don't have to worry about any refunds. So this one I've been building out, and what I did is I'm narrowing it down now for specific use cases based on the type of clients I had on the video production side. So I'm learning more about the clients and how they're implementing AI already without me saying anything to them. And then I've created this platform, and then I could have a B2B type of license for them as well. So this is the B2C version of it, but I'm going to spin out a B2B, and I'm spinning out an education version of it to sell into school districts. So you could pick one of those paths. Going after a general market is kind of hard. So the B2C version that you're seeing here, it's inexpensive. It's $25. If you go B2B, you could get a lot more money out of it. But again, I've seen AI courses. Just one of our courses right here, this one I built 74 videos, the ultimate guide to generative AI. I saw a course similar to this one for $2,000. It was an 8-week program. This one you have lifetime access to as long as you're a member, the subscription plan, and we update it all the time. So I thought this was a really good value, and I really dove in because I've just been obsessed with AI, with education. I make content through my production company and on my own, all about teaching people all kinds of things that I've learned or I'm learning currently. And this one I decided to build it with a team, so it's not relying on my face. This is really my home run attempt to build the biggest company I've built so far. And based on the current growth, I think this is going to get me to the point where I could actually exit this company very profitably. Idea number 4 is dubbing foreign films into any language. So here's the idea. This is the biggest idea I actually have, but I just don't have the resources to make it happen. So if you do, reach out to me. If you want to do this on your own, great. I think this could be one of the biggest ideas out there with AI. So there is a ton of movies being made globally, right, that never get any kind of attention because they may be from a small market. The filmmaker doesn't know how to get global reach. And the bigger problem is they're usually in a voice that is just not going to be very good when it's dubbed, right? You've seen a bunch of them on Netflix. They don't quite seem right. The voice doesn't match the actor, all kinds of issues. So there's this tool. This is called 11 Labs. They have a bunch of cool options. This does voiceover. I've used it for client work, but they introduced something called dubbing. All you do is upload a video file here, or you could take a direct link from YouTube, for example. And what's really cool about it is not only does it dub any video file into a different language of your choosing, it does it in the original voice. So it's going to sound just like me in Spanish, even though I don't speak Spanish. Here's a quick example.
Todo lo que haces es subir un archivo de vídeo aquí. O podrías tomar un enlace directo de YouTube, por ejemplo.
Yeah, that was just what I said in English, in Spanish, and it took just a second here with 11 Labs voice dubbing. Now, this is cool for corporate, commercial, like imagine all kinds of different use cases, but what I really think it would be big, imagine you find a movie in a small country that is fantastic, or a TV show, and you dub it, and all the actors sound like they originally sounded using this tool, and you now dub it in their voice, right? Now you bring the cost way, way down. You don't have to hire an entire crew to basically do voiceover. And then the dubbing is never, I don't know, I don't prefer watching anything dubbed. I'd rather watch it with subtitles. But in this way, when it's the original actor's voice, just using AI to translate it, I think it could be huge. So the business model here is actually going out there, finding great foreign films and dubbing it for some of the bigger markets, like dubbing it in English or in Hindi, and taking it from a small country to a big market. This is the narrative route. Obviously, you could do this with corporate and commercial work. Similar to the first idea with the whole Descript idea, this could also be with the version where you translate it too. So I'm really excited about this one. Again, if you are interested, let me know. Maybe I could help you out. Or if you want to do this on your own, I still like to know what you're up to. That would be a really cool thing if someone could pull this off and basically license a ton of different content and bring it to a much bigger audience. And number 5 is using AI to create proof of concept films. And this one, we're doing it right now. This could be used to just get attention or to raise money for narrative film projects. Now, my idea all this time, I went to film school and my idea was always to be a filmmaker. Video production is something that I fell into. I liked it. It made a lot of money. So I've been at that game for a long time. But my idea was always basically to create that as a way to take care of the money side of the things so I could really pursue my career in the filmmaking side. Now, I waited far too long, but I think it's time. And I think AI is giving us a very brief window of opportunity here to do something very special. And what we've done, and Andrew is one of the filmmakers here, and he created this, what I'm about to show you. But basically, we're creating these trailers or proof of concept films to pitch to get funding or attention for a more narrative-based project, maybe a feature film even. Okay, so the way we were able to do this is we used a couple tools that Andrew just mastered this year, and he's been teaching it on Skilly, but he mastered Midjourney, which creates very unbelievable images with a text prompt. And then he used Runway, which could then animate those images and bring them to life. They have a ton of different options there inside of Runway. Those are the two leading tools for image and video. He combined them. We use some other tools here, some 11 Labs for some voiceover, for some sound effects. There's AI tools for creating music, things like that. We combined all that and we created a trailer. Let me show you a little bit here. And that's the first half. The second half, we just released a trailer, the whole trailer on a brand new YouTube channel. So this whole concept is we're going to launch our production company that's going to be on the narrative side of things. And we're going to start with this horror genre. This is what we have some experience in, but Andrew's really good at directing these type of projects. So that's what we're focusing on. And I think this is going to give so many people opportunities that never had an opportunity to show what they're capable of without spending really any money. I think we spent $50, $60 in subscriptions to have access to what I just showed you. And it took a few days, right, to create something that's unique that I think we could show now investors, and if we're trying to raise money or get attention of a producer or another bigger production company. This is really the transition where we could go to the narrative route, right? I've been in the corporate commercial world for a very long time. My goal's always been going to that route. Skill Leap is one path to get there by creating a large company, exiting that company, and then rolling out the production company. This is another path. At this point, I think I'm getting too old to not try everything in my power and really push down the pedal here to get to that goal. So I wanted to share those 5 ideas with you. Let me know if any of them resonate with you. Let me know if you decide to pursue any of them. I'd love to hear your progress. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.